guys, this is Carrie with Fullerton Professional Organizing, and today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about folding. Now, when I fold for clients, I do try to fold things to where it will go in a file folded. What that means is it's folded simply. I try to fold it very simply so that it will fit in their drawer like a file, one behind the other instead of stacked. I love that. That's a new idea that's come in the last few years. I think Marie Kondo was the original, but I don't know if she is the original or not. But I know a lot of people have adopted the file folding method for organizing. But there are a lot of videos out there that are very complicated. When I go into people's homes, I show them how to fold it so they can file it in their drawers. But I show them a very, very simple method that I adapted, and I will start posting on Instagram some of those ways of folding that I've adopted. I either tell clients to fold, or their husbands, I tell them to roll. Now, if the husbands want to fold, that's great too, but I have found that typically husbands are not as good at folding their clothes, but it depends on who's doing the folding. So it just depends on you and what works for you, but the object of that is to file it or fold it in a way that you can see each item, and when you pull one out, it doesn't disrupt the others. Now, I have recently listened to Cindy from Cindyology, and she has a lot of cute folding methods on her Instagram. But like I said, it just depends on you. If you love the Marie Kondo style, where you like all those little complicated folding in cute little packages, that is great. Spend some time figuring that out. I found that I had to watch those videos over and over and over and over and over before I could even figure out the complicated system. So I didn't think that was going to be work for me to reteach my clients. So I came up with my own system. And basically, it's just the regular folding, and then fold it extra one or two times so that it fits and looks like a little package, and then you put it in your drawers. So it keeps it nice and simple. And then men, they tend to fold and roll, and that makes it simple. But I'm going to tell you a little bit about what Cindy from Cindyology says about folding, and these are her opinions. I've kind of already given you an overview of mine, and mine are not complicated in any way, and hers aren't complicated either. I think hers kind of fall in the middle. They're not as complicated as some of the ones I've seen from on videos, and they're not as simple as mine, but they are doable. You don't have to take a whole course just to figure it out and rewatch the video over and over and over. But she says we would do from moving to just organizing one space. This is what she says about organizing. We could go from moving. She helps people with their moves and organizing just one space or the whole home. And that's what I do too. I can help you pack, I can help you unpack, I can help you organize, declutter, and from moving to just organizing one room, if you only need one room. My minimum time is 3 hours, so 3-hour package organizing or packing whatever you would like. But she says that what her company does is we pack, we move you, we unpack you, we style you, we organize you, we leave a system in your house, permanent system, which is what really matters, that will just definitely change your life and your whole experience about living in a very organized environment. She says folding is something that naturally you need to do to maximize space or just simply contain something. And she also says, I decided to just do it because just that for me is a lifesaver. Anytime she goes to a space and organizes it, she finds that the folding makes a huge difference. A way you fold just releases the creases in the clothes. Also, the file folding is something she's very into because it saves a lot of space. Now, that's why I'm into it, because it does save a lot of space when you are putting it in your drawers, and it's easy to take in and out without disrupting the entire drawer. You open up a drawer and you see those filed shirts, one on top of the you open up a drawer and you see those filed up shirts, one on top of the other, and it just drives everybody crazy. You really can't find what you're looking for. You normally just use the first 2 or 3 tops, and then the bottom just stays there living their crazy best life forever without anybody using them. She says, so I figured that when you file fold, you not only save space, but you get to see everything you need. You get to keep an order. For the kids, when they see file folding, they know what color they're going to go for, and they know exactly what print they want because they can see it. So they just pull it out and it doesn't disrupt the rest of the drawer. It just stays organized, and for us organizers and for you out there, it's just the perfect system. It really is. And it just looks so nice. So file folding is just a regular fold, just like we all are used to doing already. You know, the typical folding when you leave a shirt flat. All you have to do is fold it one more time so it looks like a little file. Actually, and then I say file is that one goes next to the other, and you can personally see the top of each shirt. Now, some people file fold it to where you can see the graphic. You will turn it to where the neck part is pointed down to the bottom of the drawer, so you see the graphic on the t-shirt. And she also likes color coding. Now, I don't like color coding for everything, but I do think it is useful, and you will know what you can keep in color order and what you can't. But it's better than alphabetizing because colors are faster than figuring out the alphabet. It just takes a lot more thought process. So, and color coding does not. But Cindy says, now the color coding is a must. I go for it not only because it's visually pleasing, but for everyone in the house, it's much easier to maintain an order because everyone pretty much knows rainbow order. And then the way it's not only easy to find them, but you're also going to put it away, and you'll know exactly where it goes, and it will stay more organized. And kids already know automatically. They say, oh, okay, I have the blue one. Where would it go? And they put it with the blue ones. So, again, this is going to be up to you and your kids. And, the earlier you start teaching your kids these things, the more it'll stick. If you start when they're teenagers, it may be a little bit harder. But color coding can be done with anything because everyone knows the rainbow order, and file folding can be done with anything. From you could do with actually she says she does it with underwear. I do it with socks. I do it with bathing suits, shorts. Workout is the best thing because you know those thin fabrics, they flows in the drawer. Then you put one next to the other, they just stay standing up. And I saw an idea, you know those metal bookends that are just flat metal bookends that you used to use years ago. They're a little bit old fashioned, but I saw someone use those in her drawers. Of course, they have to fit, but to hold their clothes up when there was empty space there, instead of one, instead of a whole drawer full of t-shirts that all hold each other up. Maybe she has 4 t-shirts on one side and just needs something to prop them up. She uses one of those bookends, and I thought that was ingenious. So file fold you could do with everything. It doesn't crease the fabric as much. So take advantage of the shelves in between your hanging space also. Shelves where you think you could put something else, take a purse or whatever it is, put a basket, and that way you can file fold inside the basket if you're doing it on a shelf in the closet. She also talks about that a sign that it's time for cleanup is when you actually are not realizing that you have too much stuff. She says the first one is that when you find the things don't fit in your closet, in your drawers, it's the advice that I give my followers, my clients, that a sign that it's time to clean up. People think that they need to add more furniture, to add more clothing, because it doesn't fit, and you actually are not realizing that you just have too much clothing. And so that when things start getting tight in the drawer, it's a sign that you need to declutter some of the items. This goes back to one of my other podcasts and videos where Cass from Clutterbug says, organize for your space, not your items. So if the items don't fit, you may need to make some adjustments and declutter some of the items so that they fit the space. Because every system needs maintenance. She says, so every 6 months or so you need to go in and you need to refold and reorganize your drawers. Actually, it's also the other way around, because it proves that when you see something organized, clean and neat and nice looking, you want to keep it that way. Now that was about, some think that they won't maintain the system if they have to file fold and do color order, but it's the opposite. They make the effort, they see how nice it looks, and they tend to want to keep up with it more. And yes, of course, like everything else, it takes maintenance, and we get busy and we get very little time to do our laundry, but at the same time, the system maintains longer when it's file folded in color, rainbow color. It's very fast, it's very easy. Once you get the hang of it, it is very easy to do, and it's a matter of scheduling. We all have busy schedules, but we all have to get it done. We need to just have a regular schedule where we know that we once a week spend 15 to 20 minutes just getting it done. And maintenance is extremely important, but with everything ourselves and our routines, our beauty routines, our cooking routines, everything we do takes maintenance. And as far as the rest of our family, lead by example. That is the best advice. But Another thing that is great for kids is something that we can do as adults too, but always advise it for kids or parents with kids, is that you can help them make their own decisions. Independence for them means a lot. So when they know that they're doing something on their own, they feel really accomplished and good about what they've done, and just gives them confidence to do it themselves. They have to decide which drawer their t-shirts go in, and show them how to fold and how to do the rainbow order themselves, so that they can feel good about it. So one of the things Cindy likes to teach people is to create sets of clothing. For example, for kids, they have their school sets of clothes, or their park activities, or whatever after school activities, and create sets where you have the top, the bottom, underwear, sock, whatever it is. Even if it's for a girl, you can have a little bow, whatever you use on a daily basis. Create little sets and fold them, stack them, fold them in on the sides, and then 1, 2, 3 fold up or down, and it makes a little folding file package. And that way, when they pull out that, they have everything they need: their socks, their underwear, the bow, everything. Just simply, the set is already there, and they feel so good about themselves when they fold it together. They put it in, and then they take it out. You can use it for travel. You can use it for quick moves. It's really, really great. Now, people are surprised with the pants and jeans and denim, any type of denim, that you can fold them, and they save so much space. You know how tricky they are, so sometimes we don't have all the hanging space, and we'd rather hang shirts that are going to wrinkle easy if you fold them, or jackets or sweaters or linens. Anything that doesn't crease as much has a bigger space in folding, and jeans and denim pants is one of them. And also have a lot of and she has a lot of videos on her Instagram. I looked at YouTube. She only has 2 videos on YouTube, so I would if you want to see some of her folding videos, you will need to go to Instagram. And then they talk about fitted sheets, and she says fitted sheets are like witchcraft, but she has techniques for that as well. You can put the fitted sheets, the flat sheet, and the pillowcases all together and make the whole set. And once you fold that really neat, you can put it inside the other pillowcase and put it away. I haven't completely mastered that to the nicest that I would like, but I get my sheets folded. I just haven't been able to get it perfect like some of these organizers do. But she also talks about suggests that the only reason why you do she's talking about folding boards. I have a folding board because I know my family isn't going to fold their clothes they won't even use the folding board. But if you can get your family to use the folding board, it's great. I like using the folding board because all of my t-shirts are in a cube, and once they're folded, they all are exactly the same size. But she says you can just cut out figure out what size you want to take up in your drawer, or what size you want to take up in the cube or on the shelf. Cut out a cardboard, and then fold your shirt around that, and then fold it again for the file. But if you just want to leave it flat, you can put those in a cube shelf as well, or in a basket. But that's an easy way. So you do the fold around the cardboard, and then you fold it again to make it the size of a file for your drawer. she says just the only reason why you do the boards, the folding board, is so that you can get all the shirts or t-shirts or whatever you're folding the same size. So my advice, rather than investing on a folding board, I would just take a magazine or a cardboard and get to fit the shirt. My apologies, you get to fit the shirt in the cardboard and then pull it out, not a whole box, just a cardboard. So everyone's the same size, and it's as simple as using a cardboard. Now, whether she prefers folding or hanging, she says, so given the choice, whenever I have the choice or I get hired to design a closet, I always try to get as much hanging as possible. And then whatever needs to be folded, especially sweaters. Sweaters need to be folded, although she has a folding technique for putting them over a hanger, folding them over a hanger so that they don't, so you can put sweaters on a hanger without overstretching them. I just fold my sweaters because here where I live, I think I only have 2 sweaters. So I don't worry about that. But if you are in an area where you have a lot of sweaters, you know how you put them over your shoulder like this and tie it? When years ago, preppies used to call it preppies, used to wear their sweaters around their neck like that, or you button the sweater all the way down and you would tie it around your waist. Well, without the tying part, that's another way you can hang it on a hanger. Just put one arm over this way and the other arm over that way, and if you have those velvet hangers, then they will stay real nice around that velvet hanger. But there are different techniques for that too. I just find that to be the simplest if you're gonna hang them. And then she talks about the thin hangers to get the fit more in the hanging space. You get to see everything, you get to keep everything more organized, and it's just a matter of visualizing and keeping the integrity of the clothes. All right, and she says there's some types of sweaters, specific fabric sweaters, that tend to extend or stretch when you hang them, so those you want to fold, or we talked about some techniques. And I not only those sweaters, you don't want to obviously hang underwear or bathing suits, or the common reasons why we do have drawers for, which is for underwear, socks, bathing suits, PJs, workout clothes, those certain things we can give it a rest and put in a drawer. And then she talks about drawer dividers. Some people just do drawer dividers, which is my favorite, but I'd rather do a drawer divider than actually containment. It just keeps it organized. Me, I put containers in my drawers from the Dollar Tree, and that's how I contain mine. But drawer dividers are great as well. However, to keep them contained rather than file folded, it's better to do drawer dividers, which also she has videos on that on her Instagram, where you can keep in one drawer different categories, well contained, maintained, and organized, which could be underwear, socks, and bras. In my case, I have all 3 in one drawer, and I keep them contained, putting drawer dividers that just gives you a whole new set of organization skills. Now for me, my top drawer of my Chester drawer, I have bras, underwear, and then I have camisoles, and the little slips and camisoles and the half slips, all those. But my socks I have in my bottom drawer of my nightstand, and I just have all of them in one shoebox container on one side of the drawer where I can keep my books that I read or flip through magazines or whatever on the other side of that drawer. And then when it's closed, you don't see all of my magazines and books and all of that. And my socks are right there, so I can put my socks on and then put on my shoes. Because the shoes that are tennies and sandals, those are kept under my bed, because those are the ones I tend to just take off as I sit in my bed or get in my bed, and they wind up making my floor messy. So I have a bin under my bed that I put those on. Now, I do also have pantyhose in a lingerie bag hanging on a hook on the inside of my closet, because my dressy shoes are in my closet. And then I can put on grab my pantyhose and my dressy shoes and then put them on. Now, to minimize as much as you need to minimize as much as you can. Try to minimize as much as you can. We think we need all we own, but we don't. We only use about 20% of what is in our closet. All right, so we use a very minimal amount of clothes in our closet, and we don't realize how much we spend getting new things and just keeping and keeping and keeping. You just keep them forever, even if you don't wear them. Try to clean out or declutter every 6 months. Make sure you keep only what you love and what you wear. When you bring something in, try to take something out. That always keeps you a fresh closet. Donate. You know, there's a couple people out there that need things more than we do. We don't use it. Somebody else is going to use it. And a lot of our stuff is still in good condition. We just don't wear it anymore because we got tired of it. All right, now let me do a little quick review, her notes, in case I missed something. Cindy shares with us the benefits of file folding our clothes, as well as tips to keeping those organized drawers maintained. When you've taken the time to fold and organize, you will be more motivated to keep it maintained. Cindy says folding is something we've had for centuries. Folding is something you feel you naturally need to do to maximize a space or contain something. And anytime I go into a space to organize it, I find the folding makes a huge difference. So does the decluttering. Let's just make that clear. When you file fold, you not only save space, you get to see everything that is there in the drawer. And then make sure you put graphic t-shirts where the graphic shows. Color coding makes it visually appealing, and you can easily find what you are looking for. It also easier for kids to put things away. If your clothing doesn't fit in the space, it's a sign that you have too much. If everything has a home, it's very easy to maintain and put things back where they should go. Anything that doesn't crease easily has a better rating for folding, such as jeans. To file fold, simply fold the way you normally would fold and then fold it one more time. These will stand up in the drawer so you can see everything at one time. Hang as many clothes as you have space for. It is the best way to maintain order and reduces wrinkles. Use a basket on shelves in the closet to give you the ability to file fold your clothes instead of stacking them. Create sets of clothing for kids that include the entire outfit. Let them help with this. Fold these together and file them in the drawer. This gives them a sense of independence in picking out their clothes for the day. They can just go in and say, oh, this is the color, and it'll have everything all inside, wrapped inside. Instead of investing in a folding board to fold your clothes, just cut a piece of cardboard the size that you need and use that to fold your t-shirts. Instead of investing in a folding board, use a magazine or a piece of cardboard. So that's from Cindyology, and you can find her on Instagram, and I will leave some information about her below. And I again thank you so much for listening and for watching, and I will see you on the next one.